Hi, this is Monument Mom. I'm coming to you today to talk about end of the year channel reflections. Now, this is kind of funny for me because I have not been on YouTube that long. So, some of these questions I'm going to answer to the best of my ability, but I'm still a newbie here, a neophyte. And so, for that reason, some of the questions may not quite, some of my answers may not fit all of the questions. Those questions you might be asking, these here are the questions and the answers. They are part of a collaboration, and the collaboration is sponsored by Ingrid over at Mommy and Mia Homeschool in April with The Simple Rugged Path. Those two women sent me an invitation and asked me to collab with them on this topic, channel reflections, end of the year channel reflections. And so I'm going to give it a stab. I'm not going to take a long time because I always say time is of the essence. And actually, most of our attention spans are really short these days. So I'm going to just get to the point quickly. Let me just have a little bit of tea. I use my grace mug a lot because I said God gives us grace every day, and so we should also give ourselves grace. Did I say that right? We should also give ourselves grace. I think we're much harder than we need to be in certain areas. I'm not saying that we shouldn't seek improvement, but I think we do a lot of comparison and we down ourselves more than we should nor need to. Wow, it is late, and so I just went on this whole thought from my mug. Let's get back to the topic at hand. So, the first question is the top 5 challenges or collaborations I participated in this year. So, that's going to be pretty easy for me because I have not participated in very many. So, I participated in the Secret Swap, where I sent another homeschool or another YouTuber who happened to be a homeschooler a box, and she didn't know me, and I sent her some items, and that actually was fun. It was fun shopping for someone else and then watching their reaction. The Christmas break activities, that was another collaboration. That was fun, sharing what we were doing over the Christmas break. And then the winter morning basket. So that featured items that we will be using starting in January. The top 3 videos that I uploaded. So I would say for me, the top 3 would be my Dollar Tree homeschooling haul. That seemed to get a lot of views. And, at the heart of this channel, I talk a lot about homeschooling, but really I live on a very small budget across the board where we're talking about homeschooling or anything else in life. And so I often find great deals at Dollar Tree, and a lot of people love Dollar Tree. Let's see what will happen when the tariffs are imposed. I don't know if we'll be paying $1.10. I don't know. I think in Canada they have Dollar Tree, but it's like $1 and some change. I don't know what will happen to our beloved Dollar Tree. But anyway, that was one of my favorite videos, as well as the Secret Swap. Um, I've already mentioned why I had fun with that collaboration and why it was also one of my favorite videos. So it asked for 3, but I really only had 2. So my least favorite videos, and I was asked to do 3 of them. So I would say I have a video on how to use the library in your homeschool or to create lesson plans, and I didn't like the quality of that video. I was still fairly new, and so if you take a look at that, you'll see what I mean. It's not that the content isn't great, I just really don't like the video. And then the games that we use in our homeschool, again, the quality is not that great, and I would say just the way that I filmed it. Again, the content is great, but I really don't like the content. I'm sorry, I don't really like the way that I filmed it. So, those would be, so they asked for 3, but those are the 2. And then they asked if there are any videos that you created, what would be the ones that you would republish? And I would say those are the ones I would republish. The Using the Library, as well as the games we play in our homeschool days. So there are a lot of homeschoolers that use games. And so I think I had some great ideas, but again, I just didn't really like the video. Okay, the 5th question is the top 5 channels that influence me. And so I will say this, I have been blessed on YouTube by either stumbling across someone's video, because most of them I did not find through a share, stumbling across a video either because I did a keyword search or because I watched one video and it led to another one playing. But I've been blessed to find some of these channels for content. Some of them have shared great tips on things that I have incorporated in my homeschool day. Some of the women who host those channels have now befriended me off of YouTube. And so we talk more offline on the phone. We are planning vacations together, and some of them have prayed with me and for me. And so I would say they influence me in a variety of ways. Some of it is the technical aspects of their video, but some of it is just who they are and how that comes across on their channel. So the top 5 YouTubers or channels that influence me are Tina at Homeschooling and Oils, Passion as a Verb, Mommy and Mia Homeschool, Coffee with Kate, and YMO Homeschool. Okay, let's go on to the 6th question. 3 things I will focus on to help my YouTube channel grow. The first thing I would like to do is participate in some more collaborations, get more content out there. And the third would be to bling out my channel a little bit more. So maybe jazz up the videos. That's what I mean by bling, like maybe add a intro slide and an end slide and some music sometime. And I go back and forth with that because, again, I know that a lot of us have limited time. And so I don't want to take up the viewing time with too much of the intro and the music. And so I go back and forth on that. And then I know some people have a very glamorous backdrop. And again, there's something I think I like about organic and just being in your moment. But sometimes you also want to have something that looks very put together. So I go back and forth on that. And I don't really have to commit to anything right now. The other thing I want to say is I think it is wonderful when a YouTube channel grows. And I know that there are people on there who are really striving to get those certain numbers. I also am enjoying this opportunity to be creative on YouTube. But what I have noticed is that as people grow on YouTube, the numbers increase, and so do the demands of managing that. Whether those demands come from wanting to keep your numbers up or wanting to be seen or shown or shared and collaborated or make money. I just have experienced through some of my other friends on YouTube that sometimes it's not a great experience. It's not what they thought it would be. That is not to down what anyone wants. And I'm not even saying that I wouldn't like the opportunity to have a growth, because I would. I just want it to be managed. And I think after a while, I think a lot of people get started on YouTube, and like me, it's very organic, earthy, crunchy, and they're bloopers and they don't get wiped out. And there are all these funny things about it, right? And then you really connect with that person, right? But then over time, what was organic and free flowing becomes almost like a business or a corporation. And some of the initial thoughts and feelings and habits that YouTuber had when they started out, they get diminished because they have a different demand or a different calling. And so I go back and forth with that about what I would really want in terms of growth. But since right now I have numbers that are low and I'm always asking people to hit the button for subscribe and the bell for notification, which I'm going to ask you to do if you haven't done so already. I'm just going to ride this wave right now to see what happens. I am a firm believer in God, and I'm a firm believer in whatever He has for you or me, it is for us. And so in that time and in that space, if it's meant to be, He will give us what we need to manage it. And so I will leave it at that. So let's see. I got so far off here. Let's see. So any changes in 2019? Again, I think there won't be any major changes to my channel because I'm still fairly new and still learning, but I would like to bling up my channel a little bit, and I'll figure out what that looks like in the next couple of weeks. I think I will just figure out what that looks like. One thing I would also like, so if you were to ask me what am I looking forward to in 2019, which is the next question, I would like for the channel to grow, but I would like to keep a balance. So I don't want to become a slave to it. I don't want to be addicted to it. I don't want to put more time into YouTube than I do my own personal life and my family. So I don't want to all of a sudden always check comments and likes and replies. And so I don't want it to become that. And so I want it to grow, but I want to make sure that there's a balance. So that's what I'm looking forward to in 2019. 3 channels that I would like to collaborate with. So I would like to collaborate with Tina over at Homeschooling in Oils. She's a wonderful homeschool mom. I met her on YouTube earlier this year, and we really connected, and she's just been a wonderful blessing to my family. And so I would just leave it with that. But I would like to collaborate with her because she also homeschools on a very small budget. And so I think there's some synergy there that I want to tap into. I would also like to collaborate with Passion as a Verb. And I recently just connected with this YouTuber, and I want to see in 2019 how we could possibly collaborate. And YMO Homeschool as well. I think she's great, and she being Natasha. So I would like to collaborate with her. So number 10 would be, what advice would you give to a new YouTuber? And that is so funny because I think I'm a new YouTuber. I have not even been doing this a year. So I think I'm still new. But if I had to put on a hat and pretend like I was a master at this, one thing I would say is to, 1, take it easy and don't try to compete. So I think people look at other YouTubers and they all of a sudden start comparing the number of subscribers they have or their videos or the way their day in the life looks and blah, 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 blah. I would say don't even go there. Whatever your purpose is for being on YouTube, stay focused with that. Stay in your lane. And along the way, if you happen to meet a wonderful tribe and a wonderful community like I have, that is great. The women in the community that I'm a part of, they've really nurtured me in many ways. And so I would say that's great. But don't get into competing. So even the women who collaborate with me, some of them have, thousands of subscribers. And I am so happy for them. So don't get into this competition. Again, I believe strongly, whether you believe in God or some other forces in the universe, whatever is meant for you, it will be for you. And so a lot of times when you are focused on what someone else has, it's taking the focus and energy off of what you could be doing and achieving. So I would say that to a new YouTuber, just focus, take it steady and easy, and your growth in your time will come. Number 11, what was something that happened on this through this YouTube channel that I had not expected? So I think two things. One is that I met a wonderful community, and I have said this. I've been introduced to a community, but I've met some wonderful people, and those people support me in a variety of ways. And so that has been fantastic. I cannot tell you just how overjoyed I am if I can call someone, and I'll say this person, like Ingrid. I don't want everyone to now call Ingrid, but anyway, I can call Ingrid and I can just say, hey, I just need you to pray with me. And that prayer that she has with me and for me is very intentional and is very sincere. So I appreciate that. I may call Tina and we may talk about different things. I may call Athena and we may chat about something. Oh, I'm sorry. I may text Athena. So we have not really talked. But anyway, what the point is, those women and other women have just really blessed me. Chantel at Endercheck Academy, she has really blessed me as well. So I don't want to name a whole bunch of names because, like the pastor says, if you start missing names and then people get offended. But what I would say is these women have really just nurtured me. And so that is the one thing I would be surprised about or I am surprised about because social media can be a little raw and it can be a little crazy, but I will say that so far that has been my biggest surprise. As well as the second thing is that there have been people who have said to me, hey, I really like that tip you had about something that you got at the Dollar Tree. And I went to look for that item at my Dollar Tree to use it in our homeschool. So I'm like, that is a win for me because I want people to get something out of watching the videos. Again, time is of the essence, and there's so many other people out there also offering information. And so anytime I can give you information that you can use, that is perfect. And so let's see, was there anything? No, that is everything. So I had to read through all my chicken scratch. You guys hung in there with me. I'm a little over the time that I usually am. I digressed a couple of times and went way, way, way down. So I do apologize. But what I would say is I have enjoyed my short time out here on YouTube. And I look forward to 2019 and growing and improving and new opportunity. I think if you open the door and you put yourself in a posture to receive, great things will come. So I look forward to that. I hope that you are also opening your door to whatever possibilities are out there for you. And so with that, I will say, if you are a subscriber, thank you for coming back and spending time with me. And if you're not a subscriber, please hit the subscribe button as well as the bell that will notify you whenever I upload a new video. Comment below and let me know what was your favorite video that I did in 2018. I am leaving you now, and I wish you a very, very, very happy new year. And I look forward to spending more time with you in 2019. Bye. Come and see me again.